Man, the basement has like stink bugs and squirrels.
I know, we got a lot of shit going on down there right now. Stink bugs, squirrels, what else we got?
It's a
Cats?
yeah, it's a whole new biome down there.
I am very tempted to tell you something that I just found out this evening about our dryer.
Oh, don't tell me the squirrel was in there when you started using the dryer. And
No.
okay, also that'd be kind of a horror story.
That would be very scary. My hamster did die in the oven growing up.
What the? Oh, that's an awful way to die.
Sadie behind me just, why? What, why? Okay. Here's the story. So my mom worked part-time. She's a teacher, and then in the summers and in the evenings when I was in high school, she bartended or waitressed. And she worked with this lady who had two little kids that were both like 4 years old. I think they might have been twins, I'm not sure. But either that or Irish twins. But she asked me if I wanted to babysit, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure. And this was before I had ever met the kids, and they were horrible. Like, they were like throwing tantrums, screaming, crying, like getting into stuff that they shouldn't have been. One of them found my tennis racket, threw it at me, and bloodied my lip.
Oh
And
hell no!
like,
Yeah, I'd have been like, this is a
yeah, like
one-time only
it was
thing.
horrible. And I was 14, and so like I babysat kids before, but I had never babysat kids that bad before. Like it was horrible. And even my dad, who's a dummy sometimes, Burrito will probably chime in here in a second, but
Let me tell you about my lawn.
That was creepy.
He was there for a little bit as I was babysitting them, and then he was like, I can't take it anymore. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. And left a 14-year-old with two young children. I mean, I was supposed to be babysitting them, but he couldn't take it as an adult, yet let me there alone as a teenager with the kids. And
that was I found the habs. They put it in the oven.
Nope. But we're getting there. So, the only way I could get them to be in timeout was to hold them. Like, I tried to like punish them in some way. Like, I'm not gonna hit them or something. So like it was timeout. But if I just said stay in timeout, they would just get up and wander around and get into things and throw a tennis racket at me. So what I would do is we like would just sit on the couch and I would just hold them, and they would scream and cry and try to hit me. And it was the only thing I could think of to be like, no, you are staying here and you are going to calm down and you are not going to act like that. And again, I'm 14. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Hey,
Not for anything like that.
You say you were nice at 14. I would have probably fucking punched the fuck out of these kids. I'm like, yo, yeah, oh, you want to fucking play?
They weren't. Yeah,
Being a 14-year-old, yeah, I would have fucking uppercutted them. I'm like, take this, little fucking bastards.
Yeah, like, deal with that. No, so I was doing that, and like I had a hamster at the time. It was technically my third hamster. My cousin had one hamster, didn't take care of it, gave it to us. One of them, when mom's students just dropped it off her classroom, they're like, oh, here's a hamster for you. And she was like, what? So then I had a hamster. And then the third one was, again, my cousin got a second hamster, didn't take care of it, so then they gave him to us. Anyways, so we had the little cage for it, and they kept trying to mess with it, so I hid it in the bathroom, like the way that our like cabinet sink thing worked. Like you open the door and there was a little bit of space, and then on the other side of it there was a little bit of space, and it's like far enough away from like the toilet if they needed to go potty that like I thought it was kind of safe, or it was slightly hidden. It was not hidden enough. So while I was restraining essentially one child and holding them in timeout, the other one disappeared for a minute, and like we also had to like, if I remember correctly, we had to like twisty tie the cage shut because they were like an escape artist. So like I went in there a little bit, like, and the hamster was still in there, and like the twisty tie was on. I was like, oh, okay, they didn't notice, they didn't get in there. But no, they tried. They didn't know how to undo the twisty tie or whatever clip thing that we had, and the hamster. So they, got picked up by their mom. The mom, I babysat them for 3 days in a row.
Oh, I would have
They
been like just
didn't
once
pay
only.
me.
Yeah, no, fuck
They
that.
didn't pay me. Yeah, like it was horrible. And then the hamster disappeared. And then a little while later, we started smelling something, and it had passed away. And we were able to like locate the smell, and it was like the oven. And we ended up because like I guess my parents didn't want to take it apart or whatever. And so what I had always thought was that it had crawled up the insulation in the back of the oven and then got stuck and died. But I just remember we put the oven outside on our front porch to let it rot because my parents, I guess, didn't want to take apart the oven, or they didn't trust themselves, or they didn't want to hire someone to take it apart. I have no idea. Anyways, we just let it rot on the porch in the summer and to get the smell out. We didn't know what to do. I remember this is when my parents were like somewhat going through the divorce, but they still lived at the house. I remember my mom, brother, and I went on a camping trip, like a week-long camping trip, and my dad was at home with this rotting oven. Anyways.
You do?
Yeah. We felt very trashy with a stove and oven on our front porch, but you do what you gotta do, I guess. But anyways, no, he does not have the same oven. But okay, so here's the last bit of the story. So I'd have to ask my dad again, but eventually they did replace the oven, and somehow the guy that was like helping it install it or put it in or take out the old one, it was like somehow in the electrical stuff for the oven, and they found the little hamster skeleton like years later. Like I was full on adult and I was a kid when this happened. So I was 14, I guess. I was about to be a freshman in high school, so I guess 14.
And that's when you found out where the hamster was, or like no, so you had it outside.
I was 14 when it died. I was an adult when my dad found it and replaced that oven.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh.
I was 14 when it happened. I don't remember how old I was as an adult. I would have to ask my dad if he remembers when he replaced the oven.
And the fact that you even babysat them an extra 2 times after the first one. I mean,
we had promised that.
No, I'd been like, no. It's like, if you don't know how to take care of your fucking kids, then nah, you have some badass kid. Like,
it was bad.
Yeah, I think I told someone that before. Like, I wasn't babysitting them like per se, right? Like, my parents were doing something, and I said, just watch over them for a little bit. I watch these bad little kids, and I think I told the parents, right, like, your kids are fucking bad. You need to like train them or something. Like, what the fuck? And then my dad was like, I think they thought that my dad would be like, oh, we try to stop me. And my dad's like, no, if your kid's bad, he's bad. Like, for my son to be like saying he's bad.
What did I just tell you? Just a second, honey.
Yeah, So you have a patience of a saint, no? It's like,
I mean,
at 14. Like, oh.
Stay married in a dumb relationship for really long times. I had a very bad ex-best friend.
Are you talking about the one where we used to, and like Lethal Company were telling us like some stories? I'm like, oh, yeah,
the one who pretty much like personality disorder there somewhere.
Yeah, I think that's when Milk was telling us stories. Even Waffle's like, what in the fuck? I'm telling you, like, you have to tell Waffle some of these stories just to get his reaction. That's the best reaction. He's like, hope, like, god damn.
I have a lot of ridiculous stories. Like, just overall, I feel like, I've lived some life.
Yeah, when you were like casually telling us stories like that in Lethal, I was like, oh, maybe that's the most wild stories. Then you're like, oh, that's not even the most wild. I'm like, holy shit.
You're like, I'll tell you wild stories.
Yeah. Milk
but
with
I'm
her.
not like a wild person. Like.
Oh, no, that's the best part. Because the gap between like, Like, oh, the calm and nice milk.
Still ask her questions. You just needed to wait.
She was trying to talk and ask questions at the same time when you were talking.
Oh,
Okay. Yes, CD. Nope. They knew it wasn't my fault.
yeah, it's probably those bad kids.
Those kids were trying to mess with the cage that it lived in, and they loosened. Like, I think they were trying to pull open the little door, but they didn't. Like, I saw that the twisty tie was still on there, keeping it closed. So I thought it was fine, but they had been pulling at it, so it was more loose than it should have been or would have been normally. So he got out because of that, or she. It was her name was Shirley. So hamsters are like kind of like mice. They're rodents, and they're tiny, and they can just go in very tight, small places. And he was probably just burrowing and looking for a place to like make his own little house because he was going on his own little adventure, or her own little adventure, and found the oven. They're like, this is a good home, but it wasn't because they got stuck and died or whatever. Somehow. Okay, that sounds like a good plan. I love you. No night.
Missing.
Good night, teenager.
Sally.
Quit doxing me. No.
I think anybody
Just
can understand that
dox
mumbling, but you. Fair.
I don't know.
I will say that Ellie and I have very similar directories as adults with relationships.
Is this the part where you...
Well, I was gonna say, as far as my ex-best friend goes, I mean, I met her when I was 14, so I was a teenager. Didn't have the best, I guess. I always felt like I was a fairly good judge of character, but yeah, sometimes you're just not always gonna get it right.
As we're talking about us being in a marriage for entirely too long.
Yes, but I'm just saying, like, people sometimes can hide who they are. You think that there's something else.
Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention this yesterday. Milk, you have admin privileges in the Discord, just to make sure that if one of us gets hacked, then the other one could, like, delete the messages and whatnot.
So now I can boot Burrito from chat if I want.
I'm not sure what the admin privileges that was Waffles put in, but maybe.
Would you do that?
Well, okay, this. I mean, not from the Discord, just from the chat, like the voice chat.
Oh, I'm not even sure what the capabilities of it are, so I don't know either.
Okay.
When you told Milk that this is what was playing in her head.
Like, sometimes it's nighttime, and then like, you don't always sign out, so I could like do it for you, or maybe if it's bedtime, just to be ornery, I'd be like, well, all right, goodbye.
Kicks everyone out. Like, oh, I guess it's goodbye.
I have the power.
You know, people shouldn't be handed power if they're seeking it.
I didn't seek it. It was given to me freely. Why is this? So I turned you down to like 60%. That still felt like it was about to blow out my eardrums.
All right, that is your
70%.
value.
No, 70. You are at 70%.
This is how I know that's your value. That is at least 3 times quieter. Because I can barely hear it in my phones.
This is not that loud in the game. How do I...
Go to settings. On the Hey, no. Never mind. Go to where your value. Oh,
I don't know what that.
Me either. I'm also confused.
sounds.
But with the Google. I didn't know that would do that. Okay. Was that there?
It's,
I've never done it. Change system sounds. No, that's the... It was loud. Oh, yeah, you can have my mouse. If I start freaking out, it's someone, a drowned might be trying to kill me in Minecraft. 'Cause
Oh.
I'm just in the side screen. I'm not. You can pause.
So at least you guys are in normal voice this time.
can't tell what you have.
So compared to the
I
voice
don't
changing
have-
time.
I don't think I changed that at all, though. Yeah, I think this is it. No, this is too thick. Is it? I don't know. We'll see. This is what I
it
normally
not?
do.
Maybe not.
There you go. See? Here, play one of your things and listen to it. All right, I can't hear you anymore, Azure.
Okay.
And this is after I turned you down a lot. I'm just gonna put you down to 100.
All right, Jure, say something.
I am saying things right
Okay,
now.
You are at 100.
That usual.
Oh, she has chat up really loud.
No, I don't.
No, I have everyone else's chat really very
Azure
loud.
is at 83%.
Yeah,
It's hurting my ears.
no. And I'm not even speaking very loudly.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I usually have to listen.
Is it loud?
Okay,
That's normal.
so
My
the JoJo intro sounds the same exact volume as Azure and me through this microphone. The Zawardo one is super low.
It sounded loud to me.
Fair enough. I can't do anything about that.
Why?
Because every time I turn it down, other people can't hear it. No.
Why is it so loud on mine?
I'm trying to tell you it's not. Like the
You said
chat
Azure
volume-
is loud,
Azure is loud, yes.
but
Oh,
he's
man.
at 83% of volume.
I'm also loud.
Yeah, I turned you down even lower.
You have Windows like at 83%.
Where's that? Oh, here. Well, how am I going to hear my game?
That's
I
the
can't
thing.
hear anything you're saying, Azure, but I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I don't know anything what's
Rito
going on
still
either.
has my headphones on, except he has a man head and I have a woman head. Now neither of us can hear you because he took off my headphones. My headphones barely fit his head, and by that I mean they don't fit his head. They're like above his ears.
So no, I'm speaking to the ether. No. I'm not sure who's saying stuff. Do I say stuff?
Something Azure.
Oh, something. I guess I'm saying something. Oh, yeah. Open this.
Here, can I have, or can you just save and quit on Minecraft so nothing happens?
Let's see. She.
Thank you.
Radiant stone. Yeah.
My phone. I have not looked at it in several. Oh.
I think it's this one.
It's great.
Oh, it's actually right over there.
10%.
Okay.
What did you do?
Oh,
Discord button. Put the Discord. So now you.
So I finally get to use that second little roller screw. There. Yay. Okay, I just might need reminders because I won't remember that maybe. Oh, my headphones are warm. I'm back.
you guys get your
Now we
audio
have to test
stuff.
this.
I guess so. Okay, that's not completely blowing me away. It still feels loud.
It's because you had all the volume. So, like you wanted to hear Minecraft, but you also wanted to hear it over chat. So every time you increased all the volume of everything, you're increasing chat too. But now that's on. Now that the output audio for Discord's on chat, you can have them tweaked.
Ah. Okay, so say something.
Something.
Say something.
Something.
Say something.
Something.
Ah. Okay, okay. It works, for sure.
Oh yeah, see, my hearing is just shot in the first place, so like that's why like no one sounds very loud for me. So I'm like, oh okay, oh it sounds different. Oh okay, cool.
Do you want to know what happened to our supper tonight?
No, don't tell me swirl.
No. Worse.
Uh-oh.
You finish it.
Okay. We ordered a grilled cheese from Panera.
Okay.
We changed the bread to sourdough
That seems normal.
and added chicken.
Protein.
It was not grilled at all.
Oh no.
The grilled cheese sandwich.
Like both of our sandwiches weren't.
They
And
were
I
soggy.
know that was a specific fuck up on their part because both the kids' grilled cheeses, which just had the default bread, one of them had a bacon. It was grilled.
Oh man. Oh, you see
Cheese
that?
wasn't even melted.
Did he
Probably.
at least look at it before you took a bite out of it, or did he just chomp it? Then,
No, I
like-
saw it and I was just like,
thank God.
oh, chicken
Oh, it was the
sandwich,
first
I'm
thing I
gonna eat it.
noticed because I was going to dip it in
I
tomato
ate
soup.
half of it, but I was like, I don't think this tastes very good, but I'm really hungry. I didn't eat anything today,
And then
so...
I said something. I'm like, hey, I don't think they grilled our sandwiches.
And I was like,
And you're
"That's
like,
what's wrong
oh,
with
that's
it."
what's wrong with it.
So Milk, you were just chomping on it?
I ate half of it because I was really
Oh.
hungry, but I didn't think it tasted very yummy. But I was making myself do it because I needed energy.
Milk, she's a warrior.
I'm a trooper.
She was surviving the wilderness. She's like, oh, don't worry, I got that shit easy.
My ex-coworker, Steven, he said that another girl and I would not survive in the wilderness. Like, if you had the choice, if you were stuck in the wilderness, but somehow you got to choose one item that you would be stuck with, would you choose a can of Spam or a knife? And the other person and I both chose the can of Spam. And he was like, no, like you use the knife because then you could do this and you could do this and you could do this. And I'm like, I don't know how to do any of that shit. If at least with the Spam, I'll have like a little bit of a meal I can portion out.
But is it Spam like was in the little the can thing? The one that you have to use a
Yeah.
can opener, or is it the one that you have to use the tab thing? Hopefully, right?
I've never had Spam, so I don't know.
Really? Oh.
Yep.
They have Spam a lot in tropical places. If you go to like Okinawa, Hawaii, Guam, if you go to a convenience store, they'll have like something like, oh, Spam onigiri or Spam something else, which is strange. I was like, oh, this is a tropical island kind of thing, I guess.
Like,
The more you
it's
know.
just never, yeah. It's not something that like we ever had at the house or like, yeah, just never had it.
After I had it a lot, the spam onigiri at the exchange on base, I used to have that. I was like, oh, yeah, tastes good. So, yeah,
I mean,
so,
it's just like ham or
yeah, pretty
something,
much.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wet ham.
yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
So of course you have to make sure you grill it, but as long as you do that, it is good.
Ah, so if you don't grill it, no dice.
I actually have not eaten it just like straight up out of the can, so I can say if it's good or not. Like, is it? I'm pretty sure there's some purists out there that be like, oh my god, it's good either way. I just
That's
don't
the
know.
only way. Yeah.
It's almost like I had a friend who never had tofu before, and she was like, oh, like no, I don't really like tofu because it tastes like this. I'm like, have you ever had like good tofu? It's like, what are you talking about then? So, I gave her some actual like cooked tofu, or like in miso soup, or just a soup. And she's like, oh my god, this is really good. What is this? I'm like, that's the tofu. It's like, tofu could taste good? I'm like, yeah. Depending on who cooks it. Like, yeah, if someone's really trash at cooking, then yeah, it'll taste like fucking, it'll taste pretty bad.
It'll be like trash.
Yeah, almost like when I used to go to a friend's house, they didn't like vegetables. I was like, why? Like, vegetables are good. And when their parents brought it out, it was like steamed with no, like, I don't know, seasoning or anything. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, now I get why you don't like vegetables. And then
I'm not trying to roast you, babe, but guess who doesn't like vegetables? Like none of them.
he needs to have the good stuff. That's why. Once he has the good stuff, then he'd be like, oh, okay.
It's more accurate to say that there are a lot of vegetables that share similar textures that I can't handle. Lettuce, due to an unfortunate thing, tastes incredibly bitter to me. Every form. Iceberg, romaine, like even like I prefer kale and fucking spinach to lettuce.
I mean, spinach. I like spinach.
Yeah, I was gonna say spinach is great.
Yeah, I eat
It used
mine's
to hurt
butter.
my stomach when I was little for some reason,
Butter sauté.
and then I got used to it.
And was it for my other friends? They're like, oh yeah, like, my friends who eat like collard greens. I was like, spinach and collard greens are pretty much the same damn thing. Like, if you cook it like, so I had a friend who cooked both. They're like, oh yeah, this is spinach. I was like, nah, it's not. It's the other one. Almost like when someone says, oh, I could taste the difference between Coke and like Pepsi. Some of those people, they can't even actual taste it. I'm like, it's like, see, you have an unrefined palate. Because how about you? Like, my palate is trash, bro. What are you talking about? I didn't say I have a refined palate. My palate sucks.
You just know that theirs trash.
Yeah, that's the only truth. Yeah. So, one good thing.
I have an admission, boyfriend.
Oh,
After the last holiday, my mom said that she thinks you're more picky than I am.
that's Milk's way of saying, haha, it's not me.
Which is funny because I like
You
probably
didn't try any of her vegetables.
I was very clear I did not. Vegetables.
She makes them really yummy.
See,
Which is funny because then like my side of the family would think you're more picky.
Would think that I'm the picky one.
Yeah.
What am I picky with? That they know of. Don't look at me that look.
oh, so no, Burrito out here just telling. He's tattling.
I mean we can't touch how picky Shelby was, so that was down to like just cuts of meat. Not like like a rump roast versus a steak. I mean like specifically how the meat was cut.
Oh wow, that's picky.
She would only eat chicken nuggets. She could not handle anything with chicken breast.
Ooh.
She would also only eat ground beef. But if it was in a sloppy Joe or it ventured off into steak territory, she wouldn't.
When I'll say I'm probably a very not like no, I'm not very picky on what it is. Like even if it's something kind of strange, I'm like, I'll give it a shot. Long as it's not like, you know, just straight bugs or something. Then like escargot, like this other place was we have escargot. I'm like, I can't. Just because I have like that, you know, the mental block of like that. Like nah, I know it's probably good. My mental block kind of stops me from my own personal mental block. I can't.
Which is
So, back in 2016, Valentine's Day, I made a roast beef for 14 hours, slow cooked, with, you know, all the good shit in it. The seasoning in like a French onion soup kind of deal and all that good stuff.
Are you trying to make me hungry? Is this what this is? This is gonna torture
Yes,
me?
this is.
Oh
I
no!
don't know about the French onion soup part, but the rest of it sounds freaking delicious.
Because she liked roast beef.
I also want the French
Except
onion soup. That
she
sounds
did not
good as
like
hell.
it shredded.
Hmm?
She only liked it sliced.
Wow,
So she would not eat it.
even to wow.
Huh?
Yeah, that is
And
very
so
picky.
she didn't eat any of the Valentine's Day dinner
Yep.
that he made.
Yeah, I'm a type of
Mason, I
person.
enjoyed it.
I will eat
I would have
until
gobbled that shit up.
Yeah, I would have ate it, and I would have ate so much of it, I would have just felt sick, like immediately after. I'd be like, oh, I don't feel so good.
It hurt my ability to cook for years.
I
Like I
mean,
just couldn't. Because I'm like, nobody appreciates my food.
I'm just telling you, if you come over here and you
I'm
start
pretty
cooking
sure
stuff,
I appreciate it every dang time.
Not you.
And I know I'm saying the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay, it sounded like you were offended by what I was saying. I'm like, I'm
No,
not.
no.
Okay. I was like, wait a second.
Say
And
in that
I was
case.
defending you.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, Britta, you need to come over here and start
Sorry,
cooking
you too.
food over here. I'll eat it. If you, it's like, tag me in, tag me in.
I was just mentioning earlier about how, because I was on the fence about the grilled cheese, and
I know,
then
but look, you just
I
fucking
was
just
like,
ate
you know
it.
what
You're
I
like,
want? Your grilled cheese. I was the one that ate more of it than he did. I was saying that I wanted his grilled cheese, and it's yummy grilled cheese.
I get legit sourdough and cheddar Gruyere? Gruyere.
Not choir.
Okay, it's Gruyere.
I was like,
It has a shit ton of. It has like 3 R's in that fucking word.
I was like,
And you
man.
pronounce none of them.
Yeah, I was like,
It's French. What do you expect?
Yeah, you know what? That's a good
the
point.
French are taking strays right now. They're like, bro, what? We don't have that many.
They named the cheese. This isn't a stray. This is aimed directly
Well, it's
at
actually
them.
like Italian or something. Nah, it sounds French.
I'll look it up. Where?
How do you spell it?
Uh,
Do you know?
Yeah.
Wire cheese.
Where?
Gruyere. I don't know why that just cracks me up to no end.
Oh no,
Wire.
no. Okay, this makes sense. Why there's so many consonants not pronounced. From the town of Gruyere in Canton of Freiburg, Switzerland.
Switzerland. Okay.
Oh shit! Actually, I probably had that before too, because I went to Switzerland once, and they were like explaining like pronunciation of some of the food. I'm like, I don't know what it is. I'll eat it though.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Yeah, I'm very uncultured when it comes to that, but I was like, I'll eat it.
It's pronounced Gruyere.
Okay, but it's not Guire.
McGuire.
I gave you 2 different options because I wasn't sure because my brain does not operate.
I love you. I'm not trying to be mean. It was very silly and it makes me laugh.
She's making fun of my disability.
It's not a disability. It's a word
It's
that you've
auditory
never heard out loud.
processing disorder.
No, you didn't. Had you heard the cheese read out loud?
No, I had not.
So
the
that
thing
has
is, I
nothing to do
can't.
with that.
I can't like guess how something pronounced. Like I can't.
You just sounded out the best of your ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's what everybody does.
So
Oh.
I'm just sad because you guys are making me hungry. Not the
It's
uncooked
even
food
like
thing though.
simple words, or like if I never knew how to pronounce caramel, for instance.
Quit looking at me. Look at the mic.
If I
I can't hear you.
or like let's say I saw Reese's but without the apostrophe, I'd break it down to Reese's because that's just what it looks like.
And people pronounce it that way too, so good enough.
They're wrong, but
Good enough. Good
yeah,
enough.
because it's the person who made it was Reese, and it's Reese's candy.
Hey, there's,
And
I mean,
every
there's-
time I tell somebody that, they look at me like I shot their dog.
I mean, there's a lot of things where, like, as long as the point gets across, it's fine. Kind of like, was it, there's a base that I used to live at in Okinawa called, everyone pronounces it Kadena base. It's not pronounced Kadena, it's Kadena, but everyone, like, pretty much if you just say, oh, it's Kadena base, they're like, what? They won't know what the hell you're talking about, so I'm like, yeah, whatever. So long as people get it, it's good. It's fine. But not raw food though. Milk. That's not good. That's not fine.
What?
So not raw food. That's not good. That's not fine. So you can't
No,
be.
the chicken wasn't raw.
I thought you said it wasn't cooked.
No, the grilled cheese
Oh, just the
was
cheese.
not grilled.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the
So like
chicken
the
wasn't
chicken,
cooked.
I'm pretty sure it probably comes frozen, and they don't cook it right then and there. They just like heat it up. I think. What do you think, babe? Would that be your guess as well?
Say that again.
Redco, they probably have frozen, pre-made chicken, and they just heat it up for the sandwiches.
Yeah, that's most restaurants.
Yeah. So Azure thought I ate half of a sandwich with uncooked chicken.
Oh no, it was cooked.
Okay.
It just wasn't real.
It
They
was
didn't grill the actual.
non-grilled grilled cheese.
Okay. I thought it was like she was like, oh man, she just tried to eat it raw. Like,
But like,
damn, that's-
Jesus, no wonder you were like freaking out. You didn't freak out, but you were like, Jesus.
I was like, man, she's tough. Like, I can't do that.
Oh, a little bit off topic, but somebody noticed in that anime trailer for that final volume that Yuji's dismantles are visible and they glow.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. They show the panel of when he used the dismantle on all those cursed spirits.
Mhm.
It has that shot of Arazai crying, and he's like, his face is lit up right before the explosion
Ooh.
with gold. So there's a theory he might have fused Fuga with him or made some kind of binding vow.
So he's doing the binding vow shenanigans as well.
I mean, he already did. What do you think the soul dismantling punches were?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Sukuna's pissed off because it
So
took
that's my-
Sukuna a whole fucking fight with 10 shadows to figure out how to expand his target of shrine, and then here comes Yuji. Like, I'm just gonna make it target this very specific part of this soul immediately upon awakening it.
I just like the part where Sukuna's like, oh, I like to fight strong people, but every time the main character does anything, it pisses him off so much. He's like, I just don't really like this main character. Screw this guy.
I think it's because Sukuna has a bit of that Zen and I don't want to pay child support in him. Because that's technically, if we go by how the souls work, that's technically his grandson and grandnephew.
Sukuna is just a hater.
Yes.
What superhero show did we start watching, babe?
Invincible.
Ah. Did you guys catch up to the seasons? Or are you still like early in it?
We watched the first episode.
Oh, and then first
And then I
episode.
made him give me a spoiler.
Yeah. She's like, why did he do that? I'm like,
Oh yeah.
you really want to know? And she's like, how late is it? I'm like, it's pretty late. Just tell me.
And normally I would not do that, but I was shook.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that definitely that part. Like a lot of people never knew really about the series until that they saw that. They're like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on?
Yep. Freaked me out.
Yeah, there's another series. It's not very well known, but it was also very shocking too. It's called God A0. It's one anime. It's like episode 1, right? It makes you go, huh? Then you're like, okay, episode 2, they'll probably explain it. Episode 2, the same thing. You're like, huh? What the hell is going on? It's very much like Invincible. Then episode 3 is when they finally kind of start explaining things. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess? Kinda? And it takes a while for it to be like, oh, okay, now I get what's going on. But yeah,
Understand.
that series is also very much like Invincible, where you're definitely going to be like, huh? So, yeah, when I saw Invincible, I was like, it reminds me of the other show from, I forgot, like, was it almost like 10 years ago, actually. Might be like a decade or two. I think the comic book of Invincible, I'm not sure how old it is.
20-ish years, I think.
Yeah, so it's pretty much, I think, God A0 and all that. I'm not sure which one came out first, but it's probably generally around the same era.
23 years old.
No, God A0 is the TV show is a prequel from the book. The book was very strange. That was also another bizarre kind of show or book.
What's it called again?
God A0. GAREI and 0. You might have seen the art before somewhere.
Oh. That came several years after Invincible.
Oh, how about the book? Actually, no, because the TV show was different. Yeah.
Original one was 2005, and Invincible started in 2003.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they maybe looked at Invincible, but yeah, they definitely had the same kind of impact. The same impact.
I think The Boys kind of took a lot from.
Oh yeah, but The Boys, that was also very impactful, where people are like, what in the hell am I reading?
Now it's like, who knows what they're gonna fucking do with the show, because it's like what they did with The Walking Dead, where it's just
Oh yeah.
deviates radically from the comics. And at least they let people know, like, second season that it was doing that by just one character reveal, but yeah. It made me feel like they were setting it up to go many more seasons than actually needed.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't they still having spin-offs?
Yeah. Well, I could tell you what the twist was supposed to be. All the crimes, like the majority of the crimes Homelander committed before he had that, like,
Oh, I thought
mental
you were
breakdown?
about to... I thought you were talking about The Walking Dead.
No. I'm talking about The Boys.
Okay.
So there was a whole shit ton of crimes happening that were pinned on Homelander before his mind broke. And, you know, like, that spurned the boys doing what they did. Then it turns out it was Voight. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, it was Voight's like backup plan. They cloned a version of Homelander that was just slightly stronger,
Yeah, that's what the guy was.
and it
always
was Black
wearing.
Noir.
Yeah.
And then in the show, they kind of showed that that wasn't going to happen by making Black Noir a black dude. So he can't be like a clone of Homelander.
If he's, yeah.
Oh,
Completely
okay.
different.
Yeah, because I didn't watch enough of the TV series of it, so that's why I was like, I just know a little bit of the comic books part, so that's why I thought that was going on. But I was like, oh, what?
The other deviation was that they take like the temporary compound V in the show. The temporary give them powers. In the comics, Huey starts out being given a like all the boys have a like except Mother's Milk and I forget what the Asian lady's name is. They all got a like low dose of compound V to give them enough powers to withstand getting beaten by a super.
So the only good thing is like, no, that kind of serum is not in like real life, because just imagine. Yeah, just imagine. Like it would not go well. Or just the fact that if one day everyone gets superpowers, man, this world would be fucked.
Oh, did you want to hear the Walking Dead change? Or I've told you about that already.
I don't remember, which is why I thought you were going to tell me and I was listening.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I wanted to know.
Oh, yeah. Carl doesn't die in the graphic novels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He
Well, they did
becomes...
that, I heard, just because he was turning 18, and so they didn't want to pay him adult actor wages.
I think that was only part of it. I think the other
that's-
part was that they wanted to have a easy out on ending the series. Because to make the original story work, Rick would have had to die. And then Carl would take his place as the main character for that last part. That doesn't work if Rick is still alive and just missing. So, yeah.
So Carl was supposed to take over for him.
Huh.
Fair enough. Why do they change things?
And then Carl's main love interest was the girl who died in season 2.
Beth.
Yeah.
I think she died in season
2.
3 or 4.
Is 2 is the farm one. Remember, because that drove out so long. I must quit the show, and then season 3 was the prison, and then introducing Negan.
You're mixed
Or no,
up.
the governor. Sorry, season
Yeah,
3 was the governor.
So
Season 2 is the
Beth
farm.
died after the prison.
No, not Beth. I'm talking about
The blonde?
the redhead, the Carol's daughter.
Oh.
Carol dies in the books. The little girl's the one that survives. Little girl's love interest too.
Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia gets adopted by Maggie.
Who's Oh, the blonde.
No. Maggie is Glenn's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The other redhead.
Yes. Well, no. Oh, she's brunette with green eyes.
I thought it was like a hint of red.
Might be. But in the books, she's the one that adopts Sophia. And Sophia and Carl are a thing.
I see.
Yeah. And then the blonde woman, Andrea, is Rick's love interest in the comics, not
Michonne.
Michonne.
Okay.
Michonne has a relationship with Ezekiel in the books, which is the tiger guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I never watched that far, but I've seen clips, so I did know that part. Like a good picture of who he was.
For me, it's like I remember that the comic book characters, some of them, but then it's like, who were they in real life? 'Cause I think that around the time, I think in season, I forgot what season it was, maybe like 3-ish, it's 3 or 4 is when I was in the military, or when I just went to submarine school, and that's when it kind of dropped off. Then that's also the around time where a lot of people were starting to talk about Game of Thrones, and then I had this one friend who was like very much into it. He was telling me all like the story about the books and everything, and how he was mad at the show. I was like, oh, okay. It's like I have no opinion since I don't know what's going on. So he just told me like he'll sit down and just like, okay, this is what's going on. He like, I was, oh, okay, I need to explain it better. So he would bring out a piece of paper and start writing it down. I was like, oh, like cool.
Giving you the skinny.
Yeah.
I looked up that actress, and I feel old now.
That's Maggie.
Yes. I was looking up the actress for Maggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they still have a show going on.
Yeah. She's 39.
Oh,
Oh,
Started that show in her early 20s.
damn.
I mean, I think she was supposed to be that age in the show.
Uh-huh. She's also 39 in the show.
Oh,
Like, the show's going way past what it was supposed to. Jesus.
He's like, now I'm the official age of the character.
Which is funny because their viewership's really low still. Like, it hasn't been that high since Negan was introduced.
I guess
It
it
was
just
Glenn.
doesn't lose money, so they're like, yeah, it's fine.
I stopped watching right before Glenn had his things happen.
Yeah, that's pretty much I think the last thing that I was kind of like, was it watching bits and parts of it, but that's like after that point, then it's like was a lot of military stuff finally like kind of like ramped up, so I couldn't, didn't have a lot of time. Then by the time I came back, everyone was like just like, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, I was like, oh, don't tell me. It's like, yeah, it happened. It's like, ah, damn it.
He was such a nice character. I was rooting for him and Maggie.
He dies in the books too.
Yeah, but still. But
Don't worry, he
still.
goes on to voice Invincible.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true.
And gets his rematch with Negan. Just Negan plays Conquest. That freaky fuck.
Yeah, Conquest, I think, was in the show where they made him like, no, there's some extra parts with extra dialogue in him to like, no, round out his character a bit. I was like, oh, okay, Conquest. So that'll be a little thing later on once Milk gets to that point in the show. She'll be like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Or, I mean, it'll be worse if Milk's like, oh man, you know what? I think he's onto something. Oh, no.
No, Milk, no.
You're going down the path of evil.
I would be on it. I tried. I do my darndest. I'm very patient, as you guys have we've recently been talking about.
Yeah, I would have definitely just... Did I ever tell you about that one, like, speaking of bad kids, my sister, I think it was like, yeah, it was definitely my sister. She went to like maybe a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese, and this one kid, and this was back when she was like, I don't know, maybe 8, maybe even younger. Might have been younger. No, I think she was a lot younger, never mind. But either way, she was trying to play with some of the little machine, whatever, game things. And this kid kept on like pushing her out of the way. He's like, oh yeah, no, I want to play it. And she'll go to something else. I want to play it. And kept on doing that. She did it like, I was sitting down. I got like pretty much, then I looked over where she was at. That happened like at least what I saw was twice, so it probably happened like 3 or 4 times.
Didn't they supposed?
Then I went to that kid. I elbowed him in the back of the head.
They're like,
Yeah, I mean, I elbowed him pretty good. Then he started crying. I was like, I wonder what's going on. I just took my sister and like we walked away. I was like, yeah, you're not doing that to my sister, like, you fucking bastard.
Like,
I've done that. I've done it for my brother before too. Like, this one kid was just annoying him, so I was like, okay. So I just like kind of like tripped him. So the kid was like stepped on the back of his shoe, so he would just fall over. I'm like, fuck this stupid kid. Don't mess with my brother.
why couldn't I have a nice brother like that? My brother was mean. He was a piece of shit.
He's still a piece of shit.
Yeah. You've never even met him. You just know stories.
I know how he treats your mother.
Oh, yeah.
That's enough to tell me how much of a piece of shit he is.
Yeah.
I think your mother's the nicest woman I've ever met. Besides you.
I gave you a look. I was like,
He's like,
I'm just saying, you were raised pretty well.
I was raised by my mama. Don't tell her that. She would get way too big of a head.
that'd be parents. You'd be like, oh yeah, you did really good. Like, oh yeah, I'm awesome. I'm like, okay,
Oh, yeah,
chill.
yeah, no. I'm like, no, calm it down. I said that once in front of her, like, there was some sort of compliment someone said, or I don't know. And I said, no, stop doing that. Don't stroke her ego or whatever. Don't. And she looked at me and just died laughing. She's just cackling.
Yeah, parents all do that. Can't like give them any compliments, or else they'll just be like, oh yeah, I know, badass. I'm like, okay, chill.
You're like, I know all. And you're like, stomach.
It's almost like this one story I hate telling because my dad would just be like, there was a time where I think it was like at a festival or something, right? Back when in high school, this one person was like, essentially like there's someone highlight per. No, I was a junior, so this person was a senior, and that person was trying to hit on my dad, and I was like,
Ugh.
yeah. And he's like, oh, is he seeing someone? I was like, yeah. No. He's like, who is he? I'm like, he's my dad. Is he seeing someone? Yeah, my mom. And she was like, huh? I was like, no, those are not weird pet names for one of my friends or whatever. This is my father. Like, oh. Next, my dad, at the time, he did look very young, so. I mean, it doesn't help that my mom also looked young, so they were like, another, to deflate my mom's ego. It was really funny where, for my sister's, so I used to go to her parent conferences a lot because my parents were like, why don't you just go to it? I was like, what the okay. Later on, we found out that when my mom would take my sister to school or whatever, they thought my mom was the nanny, and they thought I was a single dad.
What?
Yeah, we did not know for a pretty long time, until like one day someone kind of slipped up and like said something or to kind of hint at that, because they were like really confused when they
what?
yeah, they were really confused when my dad finally went to the parent conference. So like they're trying to get like,
Who
what?
are you?
And, like what's the family dynamics? And that's when they're like, oh shit. Then I think one of them just finally told them like, oh, we thought the older brother was the single father, and that's what he has. Like, and my dad's like just like busting out laughing. My dad, stop. So if you just
hold on. We're from Connecticut, not Arkansas.
It's like if I'm telling my dad like, if you just went to the damn fucking parent conferences, this wouldn't be a problem.
We got like fucking people at Mason School calling milk.
Yes.
Not me. I'm the only.
Paperwork.
I'm the only listed legal parent.
And they called me.
Oh, that's too.
They're like, we're calling about your son Max, and we're like, it's not Max.
I don't have a son named Max for sure.
Milk just had a pause like,
Who's Max?
did I have
Like-
what?
Yeah, do we have a third child? I don't know about Max something.
You haven't checked the basement, right?
No,
No, we don't.
squirrels.
No, I'll
stink
find out about
bugs.
that laundry secret you told me earlier. I'm giving you the eyeball.
Ugh. This basement is scary then.
That's really not. There's only the occasional squirrel.
Can you tell him?
Oh, so my late wife ripped the tubing on the vent tube from the dryer to the outside. And I didn't want to fix it because I'm like, I don't want to stick my hand in fiberglass because of a mistake I didn't make. So it's been sitting there for years. Yeah.
Like, I'm not messing with that.
So, what's the next detail that you informed me of earlier?
I mean, it just blows all the lint in that one area.
I have never been into the basement. Yes. I haven't needed to.
It's like,
So apparently there's just a big pile of lint in the corner.
Oh, they'd be like, oh, see, I'm not gonna go to the
Oh, it's
basement.
not corner on that.
It's along the wall?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So sorry, I had that wrong. I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Only like maybe 2 feet of wall. It's about it.
It was like, I'm not
Like,
going
how
to
much lint are we talking? Like, is it going to be a trash bag? How long has it been broken?
Like 5 years.
You don't have much lint?
It all gets stuck in the lint trap. Then I just emptied the lint trap.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just exhaust. So really just
Yeah, but sometimes exhaust can get clogged because it doesn't get caught by the lint trap.
yeah, so it occasionally blows some lint out of it. But it's mostly just like
I was
steam.
picturing the way you said it earlier, like I was afraid there was going to be like this giant ass pile, like a pillow stuffing's worth at least, of like lint down in the corner in the basement. This is what I was imagining, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, that makes me feel a hell of a lot better.
Oh,
I don't know why I jumped to
yeah.
that, but I don't know. I have an imagination.
just like, oh, this.
I didn't realize that's what you like meant.
Yeah.
I
And you
just
said
was
it
like,
so nonchalant. I'm like, I was giving you that look and everything when you told me.
I would have fixed it faster if it was spreading giant piles of lint. I bet.
I was gonna say, it
That's
would've
what
been-
I was like. I said, like, is the basement all dusty or like, I was asking these questions,
Like,
just
no.
incredulous, and you were like acting like it was no big deal, and I'm like, dude, this is a fire hazard, and you're like, not really.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, meta in a row after workers who say they saw smart glasses users having sex lose their jobs.
What?
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 So apparently, Meta, they can see what people are doing in the cameras of those smart glasses. So a couple of workers said, "Hey, there's a problem. We can see people having sex," and Meta fired them.
Oh, so they want Meta's like, no, that's what we want to. That's what we made these for. We want to see that.
Let us see the people.
Oh, that's extra. Oh, God, Zuckerberg, God, he's such a creep.
You were here before.
Yeah, he probably's like, oh, I want to
Look
understand
you in the
humans.
eyes.
That lizard man.
An angel. Your skin makes me cry. Float like a feather. Beautiful world. So fucking special.
Ooh, it is 10:30.
Oh,
I wish I was special. But I'm a creep. Now that song stuck in my head. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
I'm telling you, you need to do the karaoke night. You
Good,
gotta.
good.
You know how Toto's from the other jujitsu school?
Mm.
JJK.
Yeah.
Someone brought up that after, like by the end of the series, it's like Mekamaru and Mai are dead, and Toto can't use Boogie Woogie anymore. And then fucking the other side has Yuta, Yuji, and Maki.
I mean,
There's like no fucking fair competition at that point.
you had that one guy who like he bowed out and he's like, "Yeah, dude, I ain't built for this," and he just like left. I was like, you know what? Good for you, man.
Oh yeah, that's the
The
Guy with
blood
the
guy.
mask.
Yeah, I liked
Yeah,
him.
the guy who got dropped by Toji.
But yeah, like at least was a
Oh
That-
no, it wasn't him. Sorry, it was the Kamo clan guy.
yeah the
Yeah, my bad.
or Kamo Noritoshi, because he had the same name as the one form of Kenjaku.
Well, yeah, he's directly related to that form of Kenjaku.
Yeah, and the
Sukuna
mom,
said Kenjaku does the grossest things.
yeah, the mom named, which is kind of weird, right? The mom named him after the worst sorcerer, right? I was like, man, people in this whole series are weird. You know,
I thought it was because they liked it. She didn't like him or something.
I think it would try to like that's what people were theorizing, but I think another part was like she wanted to name him that, so then they'll kick him out of it. So then he would come back to her as like no, as her son. So she was worried that if she gave him like a normal fucking name, then he'll just end up being like the rest of the clan, which is a bunch of like probably misogynistic bastards. But then he grew up to be kind of normal, and that's why I think there's like a part of like there's like somewhere I'm not in the epilogue or whatever, right? He is playing with his younger brother and all that. So I was like, okay, at least he has a good relationship with his family. Not the
If you think about it, because of Kenjaku doing the weird shit he did, technically Yuji's related to the Kamo clan.
yeah. So technically he would be the head of the clan.
Oh god, I have to post this.
Yeah, because like he would be the head of the clan, because who's the strongest in the clan?
Which
Him.
is hilarious because they immediately clocked him because he used blood manipulation. Like he's the user of blood manipulation
Yeah.
in that verse.
So like he's
Not Shrine.
he's
Yeah.
technically, because the Kamo clan was what? It was the Gojo clan, the Zenin clan,
Gojo,
and the
Zenin,
Kamo clan, right?
Yeah.
He's
Then
part
there
of the
was
big
another
three.
clan that was gone, which was the one that Yuta's ancestry traced back to.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah,
True.
Yuji's part of the big three. The big three clans. It's was it? Oh, technically, it was Yuta, Megumi, Samaki, and him. They're pretty much the big three, and I'm pretty sure like now like almost dead clan, right? That was like still like kind of surviving was Nobara. So she probably like fucking clawed up to like being one of the big three now. Oof.
You'll never unsee it.
Oh, let me see if I can find. What do I have? That's one thing they could just leave in the old game side. They did not need to bring that in with the new expansion of Wilds. That could remain in the past. Oh yeah, by the way, did you see the new trailer? Or guys, see the new trailer of Resident Evil? The Zach Keegler, is that Ziegler? Oh my god, I'm so bad at pronouncing his name.
Is it the movie?
Yeah, they have
I've not.
a trailer that shot. Here, let me first end the stream real quick, then I'll send it to you guys. it looks pretty good, right? And the good thing is, it's not a adaptation of any of the games. It just takes place around the time of Resident Evil 2, right when like the Raccoon City's getting like messed up. It's happening. There's another story happening around that time. So I'm like, I enjoy that more because like more stories about what people were doing around the Raccoon City incident is more, to me, I like it. Like almost like a spin-off light novel kind of thing. So I was like, okay, thank you. You did it. Said that was a good move. That was an excellent move. Masterful Gambit. Okay, and with that, we'll end this stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Anyone who's still watching.
And
oh,
we do not have a giant pile of lint in our basement. We are all happy to know.
thus spoke milk, guys. Hope you guys understand.
Oh, blood.
The viewership started going down after that. Oh man, I was only watching because they had a bunch of lint in their basement. Damn it.
Oh man,
Like, oh.
belly buttons must be so clean.
I was like, oh man. Bye.